They will not announce themselves. They will not arrive with claws bared. They will arrive with a smile. They will speak gently, like one who wishes only your good. They will listen, not because they care, but because information is the rope they will one day use. They will tell you what you wish to hear, not because it is true, but because it is useful. Such a person is not loud in ambition. They are quiet in hunger. They know that open force breeds resistance. So they hide their force inside courtesy. They give gifts to the very people they mean to weaken. They praise you while measuring the distance to your throat. They do not rush. Patience is their kingdom. They wait until you depend on them, until your guard is down, until you forget they are even capable of harm. And when the moment comes, they take everything without appearing to take anything. You will not even see the blow. Only the emptiness after it. This is the most dangerous personality type, not the tyrant you can see, not the enemy you can name, but the one who stands beside you while quietly sharpening the knife. The world calls them friend, ally, partner. The wise call them by their true name, an enemy wearing the mask of loyalty. And there is only one defense: to look not at their words, not at their gestures, but at the pattern of their actions. Time reveals all masks. If you watch long enough, you will see the smile crack. The most dangerous personality type is not the one who shows you their teeth. It is the one who hides them. Not the openly cruel. They are easy to name, easy to avoid, but the subtly self-serving, the ones whose cruelty lives under the skin. They learn early that blunt harm makes enemies, so they choose a softer weapon. Charm, they dress their ambition in the language of care. They play the long game. They say, "I'm here for you," and for a moment you believe them, not because you are naive, but because you are human. Because trust is a hunger we all share. We want to believe in the kindness we are shown. They know this. They rely on it. They are not driven by the chaos of impulse. They are guided by the order of intention. Every smile, every nod, every word measured. They will never take the direct road to what they want. They will build a bridge over your defenses, and they will cross it slowly. They study you without you knowing. Your hopes, your fears, your weaknesses you don't dare speak aloud. They notice the way your eyes light up at praise. They notice the weight you carry, and how badly you want someone to help lift it. They offer to help, not for your sake, but because help is the most elegant leash. It binds without you feeling bound, and the leash is not pulled quickly. It is kept loose, so you forget it's there. They make themselves indispensable, so when they take, it feels almost natural, almost deserved. They thrive in the shadows between kindness and control. They understand the power of being underestimated. If you see them as harmless, you will open your gates, and they will walk right in. They do not seek to overpower you all at once. They seek to own pieces of you over time, your trust, your reliance, your sense of who they are, until you no longer see them as a threat at all. And when you no longer see them, they can act freely. It is not their words that make them dangerous. It is their restraint. They will watch you struggle without offering too much help, just enough to keep you coming back. They will let you speak without interruption, because every word you give them is a thread they can pull later. They do not fight openly. They let others destroy themselves, then step forward to collect what's left. They understand that to win without being seen is the purest form of victory, and they are patient enough to wait for it. They will not take the fruit before it is ripe. They will wait until it falls into their hand, and you will thank them for catching it. It is this ability, to appear necessary while quietly advancing themselves, that makes them dangerous. They are not the storm you can see coming. They are the still air before it, and by the time you feel the shift, it is already too late. They have taken position. They have woven themselves into the fabric of your life. So removing them feels like tearing away a part of yourself. You tell yourself they are good, because the truth would hurt too much to admit. And that is their final shield, your unwillingness to see them as they are. This is how they survive, not by force, but by the quiet shaping of perception, not by intimidation, but by the slow rewriting of trust. They are the most dangerous because they need no weapons. Such a person wears masks. Not one, many. They know that a single mask will not work on everyone, so they keep an entire collection: friendship for those who need warmth, humility for those who despise arrogance, morality for those who cling to principle. Each mask is worn with perfect timing. They never let you see the face beneath, because the face beneath is not beautiful. It is not honest. It is not safe. It is hunger. It is calculation. They will mirror you to gain your trust. Your words will become their words. Your values will become their values, not because they share them, but because they are tools. They study the language of your world, then speak it as if it were their own. And when you believe they are like you, you open the door. They step through quietly. They smile the way you need them to. If you need them to be bold, they are bold. If you need them to be soft, they are soft. They bend like water around your shape, not to serve you, but to reach their own ends. Their humility is not humility. It is a costume designed to make you lower your guard. They will speak of fairness, of loyalty, of sacrifice, but only in ways that paint them as the hero. They know people are drawn to the righteous, so they act righteous, even when they are not. They will do small good deeds where you can see them, not because good matters to them, but because good buys trust, and trust is the only currency they truly value. They are never fully themselves in public. They speak in layers, hiding the truth inside the truth. They will make you feel special, not because you are, but because you are useful. You will feel chosen, chosen to hear their secrets, chosen to see their vulnerability. But these moments are not real. They are rehearsed. They are tailored to make you protect them. And once you protect them, you will feel invested in their innocence. You will defend them to others. You will tell yourself they are misunderstood. And this is exactly what they want, because while you are defending them, you are not watching them. While you are believing in them, they are building their advantage. They hide their ambition behind empathy. They nod while you speak. They agree at the right moments. They make you feel heard. And it feels so rare in this world that you mistake it for care. But they do not care. They record. They remember. They store, because one day that piece of you might be useful. And when it is, they will take it out like a blade, not with anger, not with noise, with precision. They do not need to destroy you outright. They only need to weaken you enough so they can move where they want to move. Every mask is built for that purpose. The friend mask opens one door. The moral mask opens another. The humble mask slips through the cracks no one else can enter. And they change masks so smoothly, you never notice the switch. One day you think they are one thing, the next another, but you still believe both are true, because each mask is convincing in its moment. Their true power is not in force, it is in patience. They do not rush to reveal themselves. They know timing is everything. They understand that one wrong move too early can ruin years of work, so they wait. They wait when others would act. They watch when others would speak. They choose their moments like a hunter chooses the wind, when to approach, when to disappear, when to flatter you, and when to let silence do the work. They know that constant attention can breed suspicion, so they step back just enough to make you miss them. Absence becomes a tool. It makes you forget their flaws. It makes you remember only their best moments. And when they return brighter in your mind than they were in reality. They understand that praise is more potent when rare, so they do not overuse it. They save it for the day when you are most uncertain. And on that day, their words feel like sunlight. You take them in deeply. You let them reach the places no one else has reached. And from there, they can influence you without force, because influence planted in a moment of weakness grows fastest. They are not driven by the need to be right now. They are driven by the need to be inevitable. They are willing to wait through seasons of nothing, through long silences, through the slow erosion of your defenses, because they know you will not notice the erosion as it happens. One grain of trust removed at a time, one stone shifted, until one day the wall is thin enough for them to pass through. They never push against a closed door. They wait for it to open naturally, for you to open it. Sometimes they nudge the lock without you knowing. Sometimes they simply wait for the weather to wear it down. Patience is their shield as much as it is their sword. It keeps them from being caught. It keeps them from revealing the hunger beneath their smile. They know that those who move too quickly are remembered, but those who move slowly become part of the scenery. And no one suspects the scenery. They have trained themselves to resist impulse, to watch others take risks, and to collect the rewards left behind. They will let you fight battles they have no interest in, because while you are occupied, they are positioning themselves. Every absence has a reason. Every pause has a purpose. Every word they do not say is calculated to keep you guessing. And while you are guessing, you are not guarding. They are not loud about their wins. A loud victory invites challengers. A quiet victory leaves the field open, so they let the world think they are lucky or that they are harmless. Luck draws no suspicion. And harmlessness is the best disguise of all. They know exactly when to appear generous, not when you expect it, not when everyone is watching, but in the moment you feel unseen, because generosity in solitude feels like intimacy. And intimacy binds faster than debt. They will speak to you when you are ready to listen, not before. They will give you just enough truth to keep you believing, and they will never give it all, because mystery is a stronger chain than certainty. If you think you know them, you will stop looking. If you are always wondering, you will keep them close, and that is where they want to be, not in the spotlight, not in the shadows, but in that space between where trust and doubt live side by side. They do not build their power with force, they build it with trust, not their trust in you, your trust in them. They make loyalty into currency. They know the value of being the one you turn to first, the one you confide in, the one you defend even when you doubt. They understand that once you are loyal, you will give without keeping count, and they will take without showing their hand. They spend loyalty carefully. They give you moments to prove yourself to them, small favors, shared secrets. Each one makes you feel bound, bound to keep their confidence, bound to protect their name. They know that when you have defended someone, it becomes harder to believe you were wrong about them. So you defend harder, even against evidence, even against yourself. They let you believe you are equal in the exchange, that your loyalty is matched by theirs, but it isn't. Their loyalty is a mirror. It only reflects what you give, and when the reflection is no longer useful, they let it fade. They do not see betrayal as cruelty. They see it as necessity. When a bond no longer serves them, they will break it without hesitation. Not with open hostility, not with confrontation, with quiet removal. One day you will realize you are no longer inside their circle. The warmth you once felt has cooled. Your calls go unanswered. Your importance has shrunk. And you will not know when it happened. They do not slam doors. They close them softly. So softly you wonder if they were ever open at all. Betrayal is not their last act. It is simply another step. They betray without visible malice. They can smile at you in the same breath they replace you. They can tell you that nothing has changed, even as they take what was yours. Because to them, betrayal is not personal. It is a transaction. It is the moment when you have given all you can, and they have nothing left to gain from you. They will not destroy you in anger. They will leave you standing, but they will take something from you that you cannot easily replace. Your trust in yourself, because you will ask how you didn't see it. You will replay every word, every smile, every choice you made in their presence, and you will find no moment where the knife was raised. Only the moment when it was already in you. That is their genius. They can make you question not only them, but your own judgment, and once you doubt your own ability to see clearly, you become vulnerable to the next person like them. They know this. They know betrayal cuts deeper when it makes you feel complicit, when it makes you feel you should have known. They will even console you as they walk away. They will speak softly. They will call it necessary. They will insist it was for the best. And a part of you will want to believe them, because belief is easier than accepting you were used. This is the cruelty of their craft. They can make the person they wound feel responsible for the wound. And because they do it without visible hatred, you cannot hate them cleanly in return. They leave you with tangled feelings, half grief, half longing. You will miss the person they pretended to be, and missing them will feel like missing a part of yourself. This is why betrayal is their most powerful tool. The only defense is vigilance, not paranoia. Paranoia makes you see enemies where there are none. Vigilance is quieter. It watches without announcing itself. It learns to see beyond the surface, beyond the words, beyond the practiced smiles, because the mask is always built for the eyes that stop at the surface. You must train yourself to look deeper, not into their stories. Into their patterns, stories can be shaped. Patterns reveal themselves. Ask yourself what a person does when there is nothing to gain. Watch how they treat those they do not need. Kindness without audience is rare. When you find it, it is often real. But when kindness disappears the moment the reward is gone, you have seen the truth. Listen to the silences between their words. Notice what they avoid speaking about. Notice the questions they never answer directly. And remember, honesty is not always in the presence of truth, but in the absence of evasion. Do not be fooled by flattery. Flattery is sugar for the mind. It feels good in the moment, but it weakens your defenses over time. Real respect is quieter. It shows itself in consistency, not in bursts of praise timed to your weakness. Watch the small inconsistencies, the details they forget to align. Masks are hard to hold perfectly. In time, a slip will come, not in grand betrayals, but in moments when they think no one is looking. Pay attention to those moments. Because the truth rarely arrives in declarations. It comes in fragments, and those fragments, collected over time, will show you the whole shape. Do not rush to label someone friend. Time is the best test of character. Not the moments when all is calm, but the moments when their interest is tested. See who stays when they have nothing to gain, and see who pulls away when they believe you have nothing left to give. That is when masks fall fastest. It is tempting to ignore what you see, to tell yourself it was a misunderstanding, because suspicion can be uncomfortable, but comfort is the soil where manipulation grows. If something feels wrong, do not bury it under politeness. Politeness can be costly. It can give the dangerous time to root themselves in your life. You owe no one blind trust. Trust is earned slowly, and even when earned, it should still be watched, not because you expect betrayal, but because you understand human nature. People change when circumstances change. Loyalty shifts when the wind shifts. You cannot stop this, but you can see it before it reaches you. You can step aside before the blow lands. This is what vigilance does. It does not make you cold. It makes you steady. It keeps you from being taken by surprise. It lets you see the difference between genuine connection and calculated closeness. And once you see that difference, you will no longer mistake the mask for the face. You will no longer give away the keys to someone who only came to study the locks. Vigilance is not living in fear. It is living in clarity. It is knowing that trust is powerful, and that power must be given with care. You cannot stop dangerous people from existing, but you can stop them from walking into your life unchallenged. And the moment you start to watch patterns, the moment you start to see beyond charm, they lose their advantage. Because their advantage has always been your willingness to believe without question.